Hello, friends. Good evening on a Monday night. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us. We're just going to sing a few songs here on a Monday night, and thank you for being with us. Looking around, we have our new process, which simplified everything, and let's hope it works and hangs in there. Story of my life, hanging in there. I can't remember who requested this last week or the week before. I think it was David Walsh. Went to a garden party, reminisce with my old friends, chance to share old memories, play your songs again. Got to the garden party, everyone knew my name, but no one recognized me. I didn't look the same, but it's alright now. Learn my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, you got to please yourself. It's alright now. Learn my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone. You got to please yourself. People came from miles around. Everyone was there. Yoko brought a walrus. There was magic in the air. Over in the corner, much to my surprise, Mr. Hughes in Dylan's shoes, wearing his disguise. But it's alright now. I learned my lesson well. You can't please everyone. You got to please yourself. I played them all the old songs. I thought that's why they came. But no one heard the music. I didn't look the same. I said hello to Mary Lou. She belonged to me. Then I sang a song about a honky tonk, and it was time to leave. But it's alright now. Learn my lesson well. So you can't please everyone. You got to please yourself. Someone opened up the closet door. Out stepped Johnny B. Good, playing guitar like a ringing the bell and looking just like he should. Now if you got to play your garden party, hell, I wish you a lot of luck. But if memories was all I could stand, I'd rather drive the truck. But it's alright now. Learn my lesson well. You can't please everyone. You got to please yourself. La da da da. La da da da. You can't please everyone. You get irrelevant at my age, so you got to please yourself. Yeah, it's alright now. Learn my lesson well. You can't please everyone. You're invisible to young women. You can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. There'd be that. How we doing over there, Mom?
It's going okay.
My good wife is running the equipment over there. Let's hope everything is doing all right. On a Monday night, I worked too hard today in the yard and the garden, and I got another long day in the yard and the garden tomorrow. But we also have our songwriter night tomorrow night in Columbia. It got postponed from last week, so I have to pace myself. My wife's going to have to make me pace myself. She's not good at that. She tries.
Yeah, I do try.
She tries.
It's
But I'm not good at behaving or obeying. Turns out. Cheers. Cilantro. Fred Williams gave me that guitar cup right there, the guitar cup. You can't play it, but you can sip out of it. And Fred and I are co-hosts of the songwriter event in Columbia tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at the British Bulldog in Columbiana, near Columbiana Mall, out that part of the Not that part of the world. There's a storm across the valley. Clouds are rolling. Afternoon is heavy on your shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away. Whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from writing on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road, barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. And it's the light in your eyes that makes heaven warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes it's so far, feels like a long lost friend. Hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him, how you spent your time. What's the latest thing the neighbors say? How your mother called last Friday, sunshine made her cry, and they felt the baby move just yesterday. Oh, the time that I can lay this tired old body down, feel your fingers, feathers soft on me, kisses that I live for, and the love that lights my way, and the happiness living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, spending time with you. It's the little things that make the house a home, like a fire softly burning, supper on the stove, and the light in your eyes that keeps me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes it's so far, feels like a long lost friend. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Went to see my mama this afternoon. Again, I live across the field from her here on the farm, and we had a good little visit. My brother Mark was there, visited with him a little bit too. My mother kept the home fire burning and kept the young'uns all lined up and straightened out, kept the farm work going all those years while my dad was 38 years with the Seaboard Railroad. And so, little wonder that that's one of her favorite songs. That's the song that she requests if she asked me that and the gospel songs. Of course, she loves gospel music. Today, she asked me. She said, "Do you know that? Do you know that?" You see, I know she knows. I know, but you know, she's 93, so you give her some latitude there. You know, she says, "Do you know that song? I feel like traveling on." And I'm going to myself, "What are you trying to say to me here?" You know. Anyway, I said, "Yeah, Mom, I do know that one. I like it. I did it the other week. And I sang it somewhere. I sang it at the nursing home for the old folks the other day too. I didn't know if that was a good one to sing for the folks at the nursing home, but I did. Anyway, I'll do one more song about being away from home and wishing he was home. How about that? One more like that. And then, thank you, Kathy Brown. A couple of requests here. I'll do those for you. Red is the Rose. And we will be singing a couple of sacred songs toward the end of the program, as we always do. But we're remembering the loss of Pope Francis across the ocean. What a lovely, lovely man, a man of great humility and generosity, and a completely different kind of a pope. And what a lovely life he led, an example that he provided. And we'll sing a couple of gospel songs at the end of the program. Don't know know what key I do this song in, Jerry. Let's do it right here. What do you say?
Which song you doing?
I don't know. I wrote a song called "Oh South Carolina," and I wrote it back in 2008 on Hilton Head Island. I was playing down there a good bit, and I wrote a lot of songs there because I'd be down there for 2 or 3 days in a row, and so I had downtime. You know, you got to have downtime to write, to create. You got to have downtime. That's the reason our phones and our busy schedules keep us from doing things that we could have, should have done. You know? It's called South Carolina. When the cold wind pours down from the great northern mountains and it rustles its way through the loblolly pine, it is warmed by the sun, it slows down to linger, and taking the beauty of South Carolina. From mountain log cabins, sprawling plantations, from Sassafras Mountain to the Flatland PD, through old fields of cotton, sweet corn and tobacco, the rice fields and the marshes on the old Combahee. Oh, South Carolina, these cold northern winters chill me to the bone. Oh, South Carolina, your prodigal son sure needs to come home. Born in the Midlands, here in Kershaw County, out on the sandhills near the winding watery. I was raised up on hard work and reading the Bible, and that simple life sure brings back sweet memories. Oh, South Carolina, these cold northern winters chill South Carolina, the prodigal son sure needs to come home. The sun's coming up now across Carolina. The warm wind is whistling its way to the sea, across the low country in search of the ocean. And I tell you right now, boys, that's where I long to be. Oh, South Carolina, these cold northern winters chill me to the bone. Oh, South Carolina, your prodigal son sure needs to come home. South Carolina, if you're heading south, sir, can I tag along? Ooh, South Carolina, your prodigal son sure needs to come home. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me just a moment.
Pat and Verna watching,
Pat and Verna Jordan, Charlotte, North Carolina, watching.
and so is Emmett. Emmett is watching.
Emmett,
McElhaney.
our friend Emmett McElhaney in out in the west part of the country, the U.S., is watching. He's originally from County Tyrone. And he's been under the weather, so we're going to do a song for himself. What do you say? A little Tommy Makem song. A distant relative of our buddy Emmett is the famous, very, very famous Irish balladeer Tommy Makem. So I shall do a Tommy Makem song or two. What do you say? Emmett, I haven't participated in all of that amalgamation of Sarah songs that that Bill Mullen has been trying to put together. I think I don't. I hope I'm not busting up the surprise, but I haven't participated in that. But I thought I would, stay in touch with you, sing you a song or two tonight. And we're also singing some special songs tonight for our friend Thalia in Virginia. She's been under the weather too, and Ashley has asked us to play some songs for her hot mama. So we'll do some of these things too. What do you say? What do you say? Here's a Tommy Makem song. There's a piercing winter breeze blowing through the budding trees. Button up my coat to keep me warm. For the days are on the mend, and I'm on the road again. Little snow close within my arm. I've a fine felt hat, strong pair of brogues, rosin in my pocket for my bow. My fiddle strings are new, learn a tune or two. I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. I'm as happy as a king when I catch a breath of spring, and the leaves are turning green as winter ends. Or the geese are on the wing, and the thrushes start to sing, and I'm headed down the road to see my friends. I have a fine felt hat, strong pair of brogues, rosin in my pocket for my bow. My fiddle strings are new, learned a tune or two. I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. I have friends in every town as I ramble up and down, making music at the markets and the fairs. Through the donkeys and the creels, and the farmers making deals, the yellow-headed tinker selling wares. I have a fine felt hat, strong pair of brogues, rosin in my pocket for my bow. My fiddle strings are new, learned a tune or two. I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. Take it, Emmett. Here's a health to one and all, to the big and to the small, rich and poor alike, and foe and friend. And when I come home again, my foes will turn to friends. May peace and joy go with you until then. Fine felt hat, strong pair of brogues, rosin in my pocket for my bow. My fiddle strings are new, learned a tune or two. Well prepared to ramble and must go. Oh, I was going too fast. One more Tommy Makem song. This one was suggested, apparently, by his mother, Sarah Makem. And she was quite the collector of old folk songs from Ireland and Scotland and other parts of the world. Very famously, a great collector of songs. And this one was suggested by Sarah Makem for her son, Tommy Makem. Emmett, we're going to be in that part of the world in October with a folk group called the Folk Legacy Trio. We're going to be passing through Belfast and Derry and Tyrone and Armagh. And I might get with you and see if there's a venue that you think we should look into just to do a little private program for our tour. There'll be about 35 of us on the tour. And we were looking for a private place to do a show. We could always sit around in the hotel and have a session, and we do that all the time. But I wouldn't mind having the Folk Legacy Trio do a real concerts type program for our friends and anyone else that might want to listen. So let me know if you think of a venue in that part of the world. I know you've been away a while. Cheers. Slaunch it. Come over the hills, bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling love forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the point. My love is fairer than any. Tis not for the parching of my sister Keats. Tis not for the grief of my mother. Tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass. That my heart is breaking forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the point. My love is fairer than air. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Tommy Makem song for our buddy Emmett McElhaney. I hope you feel better soon. Also, our friend Kathy from Colorado requested that. They're going with us. They're going with us in October. We're going to have a grand time. Let me know if you want to go. Let me know if you want to go. My buddy Scott Harrison has requested a song that I wrote with Bobby Tobin. One of the songs that we wrote together. That was today, wasn't it, Cherry? We put a CD in the mail to you today, Scott. You had requested a copy of the gospel CD, and we dropped it in the mail today at a UPS store in Camden, South Carolina. So you should get it in upstate before too long. Shouldn't be too bad, you know. I'll see if I know what key I'll do this song in. I wrote this, but that doesn't mean I remember it. The backstory on it is we used to have a recording studio in Charleston, and we would go to lunch across the street every day. And there's a beautiful waitress there, and she was beautiful, and she was young, and she was tall. She was tall, and she was beautiful, and she was young, tall. Anyway.
Shut up now.
My wife said you can cut it right now, but anyway, but she was well endowed. But now from her waist down, she was like that. Anyway, because guys noticed that. See, guys noticed that. So we were having lunch one day with a buddy of mine from Asheville, North Carolina. We're doing some recordings, and he was in town for the recordings. So we went to lunch, and I said to my buddy Valley, I said, "That waitress is fun to look at, isn't she? She's fun to look at." And Volley said, "She is fun to look at," he said, "but I really like a little swing on the back porch myself," he said. And I said, "Whoa, there's a country song." And so me and Bobby Tobin wrote it about 2 years later. See if I remember it. An old farmhouse on the side of the road where lately I've been spending some time. Old Farmer Jones, he's dead and gone, but he left a pretty daughter behind. She got a mighty nice smile, she's a pretty good cook, but then, I got to say, she got a sweet little swing on the back porch, showed a little watch this way. Sometimes I cut the grass, trim the hedges, anything she has in mind. If I get there about night and the time is just right, I'll be there for supper time. And after we eat, we all retreat to the back porch. And my favorite thing, I say, I sure could use a little bit more sweet tea. I get to watch that back porch away. Woo! got a sweet little swing on the back porch. Lord, I do love it so. There it is right there, I do declare. I do let her watch swinging to and fro. Her pretty blue eyes had me mesmerized. But then I gotta tell you folks, she got a sweet little swing on the back porch. The thing I really love the most. Last week after church, they invited me to supper. Fried chicken and tater salad on the side. Her mama handed me a piece of pecan pie. She touched my hand and she smiled. Now things are getting tricky around the old farm place. I don't know where I'm gonna do. Her sweet mama, she's mighty good looking. She got a swing on her back porch too. Woo! She got a sweet little swing on the back porch. Lord, I do love it so. There it is right there, I do declare. I do let her watch her swinging to and fro. Her pretty blue eyes had me mesmerized. Then I gotta tell you folks, she got a sweet little swing on the back porch. The thing I really love the most. Sweet little swing on the back porch. The thing I really love the most. Wrong key. I now remember I should sing that in B flat. That way I could do the. I got to remember to do that in B flat. Cherry, write that down. No, she won't. Yeah, no, we were recording that song in Charleston, and the session piano player said, and the engineer said, "You do know this song is sexist. Is sexist." And I said, "Yeah, it is. It is. Sorry." But anyway.
Tobin just said that he just tuned in exactly when you started singing that song.
Bobby Tobin just tuned in right when I was singing that song. I just called your name, Bobby. I was telling him how Volley McKenzie gave me the title, and then you and I were at Frogstock years ago now, the songwriter event that we do down near Beaufort, St. Helena Island. We were at a songwriting festival, and I mentioned that song title to Toby, Bob Tobin, and he said, "Did you ever write that one?" I said, No. He said, "Well, let's get together and write that one. Let's get together and write that one." Well, the next morning I had to leave early and miss the last day of the festival. I had to be in North Carolina for something. Winston-Salem, I believe it was. Anyway, I drove up the hill. By the time I got to the North Carolina line, I had written most of the song. And I called Bobby later and I said, "Bobby, sorry, I believe I done wrote this dang song." He said, let's get together. And so he changed some lines in it. And as was often the case, we wrote that song together. We've written a lot of different songs together, Bob Tobin and myself. Great songwriter. He just returned from out west, some kind of songwriting series of shows. And I don't know, Bob, where was it? Arizona and Utah and I don't know, Las Vegas, Nevada. I don't know where he was, out west somewhere. I know he got on a plane and flew out to do all those shows with Tim Stiles. Cheers, friends, cheers. Thank you, Bobby. Good job, good job. Bobby, I've been thinking about the Floribama again with you. Thank you for introducing me to that. But I looked at my schedule in November, and I got a bunch of crap that I booked. Don't ask me why. I got a bunch of stuff anyway. So I may see you there for a day or two, but I won't be there for the whole time. Bobby goes to the Frank Brown Songwriting Festival in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Big old event. That having been said, some of those Nashville songwriters would do events like that. Here's a song from a Nashville songwriter. Formerly of Nashville, now lives in Las Vegas, is my understanding. Our buddy Dick Feller wrote the song. Singing this for Sammy Lassiter. Some days are good, some days are not good. John Denver had the big hit on this. When you ask how I've been, here without you. I'd like to say I've been fine, and I do. But we both know the truth is hard to come by. If I told the truth, it's not quite true. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Sometimes a hard time won't leave me alone. Some days a cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Now the face that I see in my mirror more and more is a stranger to me. More and more I can see there's a danger of becoming what I said I'd never be. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Sometimes a hard time won't leave me alone. Some days a cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Some days are diamonds. Dick Feller wrote that song. He's one of the many people we had play when we had a venue on the Isle of Palms, Ocean Song Cafe. And of course, to have a guy like Dick Feller or Chuck Cannon or so many others out of Nashville, Rob Crosby, Richard Lee, others, and then sit around after the show and hear the stories all about Nashville and all about stories and songwriting and this and that, stories on the road. Dick Feller, of course, was on the road with Louis Grizzard, the famous Southern humorist. And so the stories he could tell, and we laughed and laughed and laughed to the wee hours. Dick Feller changed his life later and moved to Las Vegas, is my understanding. Hadn't seen him now in a long, long time. We miss our days at Ocean Song Cafe. It was a glimmer of fun, and it went away. And I later wrote a song called, I helped to write a song called I Lost My ASS on the IOP. Anyway, but that's a different song altogether. Cheers, cheers. How we doing, Mom?
Good.
Speaking of Nashville songwriters, Tony Lane. Baby, what do you say when love comes down on you? Raining the blues on you, like it's never gonna end on you. All your dreams are like leaves in the gutter go floating by. Baby, I don't know why all God's children cry. I miss your skin, as golden as your wheat field hair. Where you go, I do hope you find out a better rain, kind that comes in off the coast and paints the sky, lets you know that God's alive. A better rain that'll wash me from your eyes so you can smile again and be alright again. A better rain. Some someday it's gonna find you in a sweeter place, when time has erased all the words like razor blades. You remember you and me before the flood, once upon a time in love, a beautiful us. I can see you out there now on some stretch of sand, spinning round in circles, barefoot, dancing. Or better rain, kind that leaves a rainbow in the sky, let you know that God's alive. A better rain that'll wash me from your eyes, so you can smile again and be alright again in a better rain. Baby, what do you say when love comes down on you, raining the blues on you like it's never gonna end on you? All your dreams like leaves in the gutter go floating by. Baby, I don't know why all God's children cry. I can see you out there now on some stretch of sand, dancing round in circles, barefoot dancing. A better rain, kind that leaves a rainbow across the sky, let you know that God's alive. A better rain that'll wash me from your eyes, so you can smile again and be alright again in a better rain. Our friend from Dallas, good friends of ours in Nashville, moved to Nashville from Dallas, wrote that song with a guy named David Lee. He also wrote a bunch of other songs like Little Past Little Rock for Lee Ann Womack, but that one was done by George Strait and by Ned It Should Have Been. What a great, great song. And let me correct the key again. See, you don't do these songs but once in a blue moon, so. How we doing over the mountain? When the morning sun streaks across my room and I'm waking up from another dream of you. Yes, I'm on the road once again, it seems. All that's left behind is a chain of a broken dream. But you know I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. How I wish that love was all we'd need to live. What a life we'd have, 'cause I got so much to give. But you know I feel so sad down inside my heart that this traveling bone should be keeping us apart. But you know I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. And if I could only make my way back to the time where the problems of this life had not yet crossed my mind, and answers would be found in nursery rhymes, I'd come running home to you. I'd come running home to you. you know we can't live on dreams alone. Got to pay the bills, so I must leave you all alone. You know I made that choice many years ago. Now this traveling life is the only life I'll know. But you know I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, you know I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Thanks. Oh boy. I'm doing every song in the wrong key tonight. Of course, Dolly Parton recorded that song later, but the first, of course, was Kenny Rogers in the first edition. A guy named Mike Settle wrote that song, apparently. How does the bridge go? I get on in the bridge, trouble across my asses. There it is. See, all of those changes in the bridge are easy in the right key. If you do it in the wrong key, you're out of here. Anyway. Thanks, friends, for these requests. I'll do a couple of these. Here's one from Rick McGibbon. Rick McGibbon. I'll do a little song called The Hills of Connemara. This song is about half a traditional instrumental tune and about half of a story about the moonshiners in the west of Ireland. And we go to Connemara routinely when we can on our trips over. I always say the west is the best when we take our trips to Ireland, but of course we want to visit different parts of Ireland as well, and so we visit every corner, all of the 4 provinces, Leinster, Munster, Connaught, and Ulster. We visit all 4 provinces from time to time. We've just done the south again, and we've just done the west again, and we're going to, in October, in next month, we have a private thing, but we're going to County Waterford mostly, and Cork and Cove down south. But the one in October we're doing the north, and then I'm planning one for the East Coast in June of next year. So if you want to go with us in October, let me know. If you want to go to Ireland in June, let me know. We're going to Scotland in May next year is our tentative schedule for those things we have coming up. This is a song called The Hills of Connemara. Man, the smoke from rising barn. Gather with the pots in the old tin can. Mash in the corn, the volley and the brand. Run with the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising barn. Keep your eyes real peeled today. Tall, tall men on their way, searching for the mountain tay in the hills of Connemara. Gather with the pots in the old tin can. Mash in the corn, the volley and the brand. Run with the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising barn. Excise man will dance all night, searching for the shade in the broad daylight. Hills of Connemara, gather with the pots in the old tin can. Mash in the corn, the volley and the brand. Run with the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising barn. Gallop with the butcher and a quart for Tom, and a bottle for poor old Father Tom. Help the poor old dear along the hills of Connemara. Gather with the pots and the old tin can. Mash in the corn, the volley and the brand. Run with the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from the rising barn. Stand your ground at Excise men are at the gate. Glory be to Petty, they're drinking it Nate. And the hills of Connemara gather up the pots and the old tin can, ash and the corn, the gully and the bran. Run with the devil and the excise men, hills of Connemara. Ladies and gentlemen, last week I griped and carried on about my tuner. Turns out it was operator error. Who knew? It's working better this week. I don't know. Maybe it got the hint or something. What you got there, Mom?
Nothing new.
You believe we should make a new beginning. If you're sure we can walk the path of love. If we decide to try and make this life worth living, we must look within as well as up above. One beautiful day we will awaken, find that we all share the same dream. Then we shall rise in celebration, eager to seek what we have seen. We have broken all the heavy chains that bind us. We can leave behind the hatred and the strife. We can rejoice in all the differences among us. Then we can truly know the beauty of this life. One beautiful day we will awaken, find that we all share the same dreams. Then we shall rise in celebration, eager to seek what we have seen. If you believe we should make a new beginning, if you're sure we can walk the path of love, we decide and try to make this life worth living, that we must look within as well as up above. One beautiful day we will awaken, find that we all share the same dreams. Then we shall rise in celebration, to seek what we have seen. I've come across that song several times, and I don't know where I originally heard it, but it's from a group called Front Range, and they're a bluegrass group, really. And then I was playing a Christian music festival, which I don't normally do, by the way. I will be doing it again in June, but I don't usually play Christian music events. But there was a bluegrass group there that sang that song, and I said, "Holy moly!" Because you come across a song and then you think, "Where did that come from?" But anyway, how we doing, now, Mom? You're writing down. You're writing something, huh?
Margaret Clancy wants you to play N17 by the Saw Doctors.
I don't know N17.
Or anything from Tom Petty.
I don't do any Tom Petty. I'm not sure why I don't do any Tom Petty. I used to do that Flowers song and this one and that one, and I don't know why I'm not a big Tom Petty fan. He's a Southern guy from Florida, and he's a songwriter, and he writes catchy songs and this and that. But I just never tapped into it for whatever reason. I was so distracted with the other things that I was doing at the time, writing and recording and learning other songs. So I don't do any Tom Petty, but I tell you what I will do is I'll do you a song from the Soul Doctors. How about that? Cherry, would you look? No, it's not. It's not there. It's not there. I'll do you a song from the Soul Doctors.
And Walker says he wants something from James Taylor.
And James Taylor. The Soul Doctors and James Taylor. Under the same roof. Thank you, friends, for being with us. Let's see what we get here. I'll do you an easy song for me to do from the Soul Doctors. I'm a fan of the Soul Doctors. I opened for them twice in Charlotte, North Carolina. And my favorite, of course, is same old city, same old street, same old people, all you need, same old wait, hanging around, sick and tired, same old town. And I go out for a walk, see if there's news, rain on the path, digging into my shoes. Talk to myself, I'm the only best friend. Sunday night, late Monday morning. Same old city, same old street, same old spoofers, all you meet. Too long wait, standing around, sick and tired, same old town. And I go out for a walk, see if there's news, rain on the path, digging into my shoes. Talk to myself, I'm the only best friend. Sunday night to the Monday morning. I do howl at the moon, bark at the dogs, take off my shoes, lay out and look about. Talk to myself, I'm the only best friend. Sunday night, till Monday morning. I don't ever remember all of the verses unless I have my cheat page in front of me, and it's downstairs in the truck in my Irish songbook. I'll do one more Soul Doctors song. Who made the request, Cherry? Who was it?
Margaret Clancy. I think she might be a new listener.
Margaret, thank you for tuning in. Margaret requested a couple of songs from the Soul Doctors. I'm a big fan. We had some friends mutual friends when I was playing, not gigs, but visiting and listening to music in Galway in the west of Ireland. And of course, the Soul Doctors are from Choom, which is the Galway Mayo border. Um, thus, the N17 song that she requested. Also, the green and red of Mayo, I can see it still. I used to sing that one too. But here's one more Soul Doctor song. Thank you, Margaret. Sorry I don't know any Tom Petty. I don't know why I don't know any Tom Petty. I have fallen for another, she can make her own way home. Even if she asks me now, I let her go alone. I used to see her at the chapel, she went to Sunday Mass. When she'd go up to receive, I'd kneel right down and watch her pass. The glory of her ass. I used to love her once, long, long time ago. Used to love her once, long, long time ago. It's gone, oh, my loving is gone. Oh, it's gone, oh, my loving is gone. Do you remember her collecting for concern on Christmas Eve? She was on a 48-hour fast, just water and black tea. I stepped right up and I made an ostentatious contribution. And I winked at her to let her know I'd seduce her in the future. And she's feeling looser. I used to love her once, long, long time ago. Used to love her once, long, long time ago. It's gone, oh, my loving is gone. Oh, it's gone, oh, my loving is gone. I have fallen, so now you know the truth. She's no longer my obsession. Thoughts and the dreams I had of her would take 6 months in confession. I met this one the other night, she's into free expression. Her mission is to rid the world of sexual repression. Then we had a session. I used to love her once, long, long time ago. Used to love her once, long, long time ago. It's gone, oh, my loving is gone. Oh, it's gone, oh, my loving is gone. I have fallen for another, she can make her own way home. The Soul Doctors.
Alrighty.
My wife gives me the hairy eyeball when I sing that one.
No, I don't. It's just one of the favorites.
One or two more songs, guys. Thanks. I've been lobbying a little bit online. My friend Robert Hutto down in Lake Placid, Florida, his landlord died, and he's going to have to find another place to stay. So we've been looking around for some place very, very inexpensive that Robert can relocate to. And you can contact me if you have something that you know. I don't care where it is. He doesn't care where it is. He just needs to relocate after his landlord passed away. Anyway, I've been singing this song lately a lot, and then Robert reposted it on Facebook, and it reinforced my earworms so big and so bad. I sang it last time, maybe the last 2 times, but I'm singing it again tonight. Cheers, friends, cheers. My friend Robert Hutto, cheers. Sláinte. Robert is under the weather enough. Well, he was a full-time working musician in Key West, Florida, Georgia, Charleston, Mexico, full-time. And but he had 2 heart attacks, and he's not able to work anymore. He doesn't, not only can't get out and go and do, but he doesn't play his guitar anymore, doesn't write any more songs. And he's written the most beautiful songs you ever heard in your life. And I recorded more than 1 album on him myself at our studio in Charleston. And this is one of the songs that he wrote, and I shall sing. Now, it kind of says who he is sitting around in his room saying, I should go outside and see if the sun is still shining. I've been here since yesterday, barely left my room. I suppose I'll still be here tomorrow afternoon. Lay back on my bed and think of all the things I've done. but I've never touched the sun. I read the Holy Bible, I've seen the Holy Grail, I've done some time in Mexico, I've spent the night in jail. It's times like these we sit alone and think of all the things we've done, but we've never touched the sun. Hey, up there in heaven, we need a bit more time. We're having so much fun down here, I guess you slipped our mind. I won't let you down, I'll do what I want done. It's time to touch the sun. Been around a lot of people, I've met all different types. I've played music through bells and blenders, and I've played through several fights. I played for politicians, and I prayed that we'll be one. In time to touch the sun. Hey, up there in heaven, we need a bit more time. We're having so much fun down here, I guess you slipped our minds. But I won't let you down, this is one race I shall run. In time to touch the sun. Hey, up there in heaven, we need a bit more time. Having so much fun down here, I guess you slipped our mind. But I won't let you down, this is one race I shall run. In time to touch the sun. Thank you all my friends for keeping me half-baked. Well done. Now it's time to touch the sun. Touch the Sun. Never Touched the Sun is the name of the song. My friend Robert Hutto wrote that song. It's haunting. It just haunts you, you know. Or it does me anyway.
That's a good one.
One or two more songs before we get out of here, guys. Thank you. The request line is closed. I'll do some James Taylor for our friend Ann Walker in Sumter, South Carolina.
I don't think you know Everybody Hurts by R.E.M.
No.
Yeah.
Don't know that one. Don't know Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. Sorry. REM, I guess that's out of Athens, Georgia, back in the day. Back in the day now, but it was it was out of my time in Athens, Georgia. Kathy Brown, I shall now do your Gordon Lightfoot, but I was also going to sing "Pray for Me for You." Pray for me for you, and we'll do it as a James Taylor song. Well, the sun is surely sinking down, the moon is slowly rising, this old world still be spinning around, and I still love you. Close your eyes, you can close your eyes. It's alright. when I'm gone. Won't be long before another day. We're gonna have a good time. No one's gonna take that time away. You can stay as long as you like. Close your eyes. You can close your eyes. It's alright. I don't know no love song. I can't sing the blues anymore. I could sing this song. You can sing this song when I'm gone. James Taylor from our great friend Ann Walker in Sumter, South Carolina. And there's some kind of thing in Camden this Thursday night on the green, whatever the green is in Camden. And it's a free concert by my buddy Jim Graddock, who's a fiddle player, and he has he plays in numerous different bands. He plays in so many bands I can't get him to play with me. Anyway, but he's doing something, and you can look for the Art Center in Kershaw County and find information about it. But I'm planning to try to go to that. Because it's free? No. But because my buddy Jim is a great musician, and I admire what he does. And every band that he plays in is different from the last band. I saw him last Friday night with Carrie Taylor and Susan, but completely different band. So Thursday coming, I think I'm going to be able to go. I'm not sure. Kathy Brown wants to hear Gordon Lightfoot. Oh, which one should we do, Cherry? This is the one I played for my wife last Wednesday night in Charleston. I play this song for my wife all the time, even when it's not winter. It's a song called Song for the Winter's Night. And it's a song that says, I hope you're home alone tonight while I'm on the road away from home and all that. You know, when I'm gone and all that, I hope you're home and I hope you're lonely and all that. You know what I'm saying? Stay with me. It's his song. It's his song. Click, click. Lamp is burning low on my tabletop. Snow is softly falling. The air is still in the silence of my room. Hear your voice softly calling. If I could only have you near, breathe a sigh or two. Hold the hands I love on this winter night with you. Smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines on the page, words of love you sent me. If I could know, then my heart you alone lit to. would be happy to hold the hands I love on this winter night with you. Fire is dying now, the lamp is growing dim, shades of night are lifting, morning light steals across my window pane, where the webs of snow are drifting. If I could know within my heart you alone and true, I would be happy to hold the hands I love on this winter night with you. On this winter night with you. Gordon Lightfoot, by request for our friend Kathy Brown. I shall now wrap this thing up, boys and girls. I have a song called Pray For Me. And I've been doing this song for many years, written by my friend Rob Crosby, South Carolina guy. Moved to Nashville, had a lot more success commercially than I did up there. But and we weren't there at the same time. But we've been, doing this and the music business all these years. Rob Crosby is his name. He wrote this song with a guy named Alan Shamlin. And song called Pray For Me, and then I shall do the song I was planning to do for my last song of the evening. I always look for a great gospel song, and this one I've been postponing for 2 weeks, and I want to do it tonight if I can. Cheers, cheers. He had a Bible in his left hand and a bottle in his right. I thought, now there's a sinner, as he hit me for a light. He hit me for $1. I just turned and walked away. I was feeling high and mighty when I heard him say, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, and I will pray for you. I thought, who is he to pray for me? And I hit my power lock. And the weight of my hypocrisy fell on me like a rock. I caught him at the corner. I gave him my last 10. I said, please forgive me, brother. And until we meet again, pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. And I will pray for you. You know, each of us is broken somewhere down inside. And we're really not that different if you strip away the pride. We all have our struggles and chains that we can't break. And you never know the difference one simple prayer might make. I stood there on the corner and I watched him shuffling off. The sun behind St. Mary's made the shadow of a cross on a street of busy people going somewhere on the run. And I felt like calling out to each and every one, pray for you. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. And I will pray for you. Pray for me. One last song, friends. Thank you. And we're going to get ourselves out of here. I've been waiting to do this song for 2 or 3 weeks. You know, I go to see my mom and she says, "What song are you doing tonight on your program?" And she always has suggestions. I don't know where this song came to me, but 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it's been haunting me. And so it's time that I sang it for you. What do you say? And of course, we're remembering that we lost Pope St. Francis in the early hours of this morning. And I was trying to decide if there was a particular song. I'm not Catholic. If there's some particular song that I might, could, should do. But I don't think he would mind. And he's in a better place. I don't think he would mind if I played a song called "Tell Me the Story of Jesus." I think that's getting down to the basics, isn't it? Getting down to the nuts and bolts. Let's see if I can sing this song for you. I've never sung it before. Well, by myself. Thank you, friends. I've enjoyed it. Tell me the story of Jesus. Write on my heart every word. Tell me the story most precious, sweetest that ever was heard. Tell how the angels in chorus sang as they welcomed his birth. Glory to God in the highest, peace and good tidings to earth. Tell me the story of Jesus. Write on my heart every word. Tell me the story most precious, sweetest that ever was heard. Fasting alone in the desert, tell of the days that he passed, how for our sins he was tempted, yet was triumphant at last. Tell of the years of his labor, tell of the sorrow he bore. Yes, he was despised and afflicted, homeless, rejected and poor. Tell me the story of Jesus. Write on my heart every word. Tell me that story so precious, sweetest that ever was heard. Tell of the cross where they nailed him, writhing in anguish and pain. Tell of the grave where they laid him, but tell how he liveth again. Love in that story so tender, clearer than ever now I see. Tell me, let me weep while you whisper his paid the ransom for me. Tell me the story of Jesus. Write on my heart every word. Tell me the story most precious, sweetest that ever was heard. I don't think the good Pope would be disappointed if we told you the story of Jesus, which is the story he was trying to tell us, a man of great humility and generosity. And we could use a bit more humility, humbleness, and giving and generosity. I get disappointed with organized religion, but don't get me started. Thank you, friends. I'm going to take a break. It's going to be a long one. I will be tomorrow night in Columbia, South Carolina at the British Bulldog for our songwriter night, 7 o'clock. I will be in Charleston Wednesday night, Tommy Condon's Irish Pub, 7 o'clock. And I'll be back here home on Thursday. I might go to that program in Camden Thursday night, but I have a lot to do. I bought watermelons and cantaloupe and green beans, string beans today. I have a lot to do. Yards to rake. Oh, Lord have mercy. Have a good week, friends. God bless yourself. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me.